The dollar with a massive move to the downside, equities, Bitcoin, commodities all rallying to the upside. I'm here to explain why in this video, and despite me being a dollar bull, I still managed to catch a short on the dollar through the form of buying GBP USD and selling Dollar Cad today. So stay tuned in this video. I'm going to break down both of those trades and how you could have learned how to take that too. What is going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the channel. What a day in the markets. Early hours of this morning, I received a hint of the PBOC, the People's Bank of China, possibly looking to intervene in the Chinese yuan, also known as the renminbi. After dollar CNH hit 15-year highs, there was a whisper and a hint that they were going to be intervening in FX and assisting the yuan. After that happened, I then, as a trader, thought to myself, fine, if the market is going to react very similarly to how dollar reacted once the Bank of Japan intervened, we could have an aggressive move to the downside for the dollar. Reason is, if you have large flows into one currency, like a seesaw in terms of relative value, if you have large flows into one, you're going to have outflows of another. Unfortunately, dollar felt the brunt of that on the downside, as we did have that dollar sell-off today. So without further ado, let's jump on the charts, run through those two trades, and how you can learn from it. Stay tuned. Right, as we know, dollar index, the first thing I start on every time I look at the markets. Looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, we did have a beautiful sell-off. But as I mentioned in my GBP USD video, the sell-off was likely. As we know, the Federal Reserve are scheduled to raise rates on the 2nd of November. That is pretty much preempted. It's already there. The markets are expecting 75 basis points. Nothing really to worry about right now. So looking at that on the 4-hour, I do just think, fine, we have had this sell-off. And despite me still remaining a dollar bull, that doesn't change what I do intraday. So we did have that decline on the dollar. But now I do like where dollar is. I do like the fact that this move has shaken out some early dollar bulls. And I did mention this yesterday on my GBP USD video. So I'll put the picture over here and I'll try and link it as well if I can try to figure that out myself. But try and go and watch that video and learn as much as you can from that video. Looking at GBP USD, we had that follow through. Beautiful little follow through straight into that key area of 114.50. Now, this trade over 200 pips to the upside, following the fact that we have a new prime minister. So all that uncertainty is erased. When you remove a bit of uncertainty in the market that was previously priced in negatively, if you remove that uncertainty, you're going to have a positive pricing into that currency. So it's an equal but opposite move in the opposite direction. So the pound right now at these levels, purely because of dollar weakness after some sort of whisper on the intervention from the PBOC, then also the fact that we had that pound strength. So cable being the biggest mover. For myself this morning, I did mention it in my live London session group that we took this long position. It was so clean. From around 112.80, I mentioned this yesterday in yesterday's video. Great trade. I'll try and put it before and after screenshot over the beautiful little rally into the upside. Around 190 pips, almost 200 pips on that position itself. Something else that I caught today was Dollar Cad. Beautiful sell-off on Dollar Cad. There again, I called this live. Right, I'll put it before screenshot over here. Beautiful little rundown on Dollar Cad. Dollar Cad came straight into a key area of interest. Looking at that on the daily time frame, my only sort of technical sort of reason for taking this position was that very aggressive shooting star there. And if we have to dissect this daily time frame for a second, we can see we've had the sell-off. We have a correction. We have the sell-off, we have the correction, and then we had that continuation and that sell-off to the downside. So a beautiful little position on Dollar Cad. I was in this trade for literally like 4 or 5 hours. TP hit, 120 pips banked. I decided to take my profits at this previous low. I just wasn't in the mood to sit and wait for an extra 10 or 20 pips that might not happen. Whenever you are trading intraday, you're going to have these very sizable moves. But then you also want to ask yourself, how long is it going to sustain for? Am I happy to just take my 70 or 80 pips and bank it? Yes. So that was something that was very, very crucial for me. Along with the dollar slide of today, we have had the likes of equities trading higher. The S&P 1.4%, Dow 1%, Bitcoin finally doing something, right? Still around the 19K handle. However, we have had, let's go to the higher time frames. We have had a bit of a lift, right? Bit of a lift. Nothing really to write home about, right? You have the S&P and the Dow taking out highs. Bitcoin still at these levels. So for myself, any little rally is a short-in opportunity on risk across the board. Please remember the Fed are raising rates on the 2nd. They are still scheduled to raise interest rates by another 1.25, so that's 125 basis points. Looking at dollar, looking at risk, the market hasn't priced that in yet. So do expect the dollar to bounce from these levels. It's not a case of, should I go ahead and pick this bottom, allow the market to slow down, allow the market to progress, allow the market to present itself with a trade. Euro USD straight into 99.50. What a rally, right? Straight little rally into the highs, straight little reversal over there as well. For myself, I just think right now, I do think, okay, is it worth shorting this right now, or should we wait for the reversal? On the 27th of this month, around 2 days time actually, the ECB are raising rates, or scheduled to raise rates as well. Interest rate frenzy, so do just keep that in mind. We may have one last little push higher on the euro before then the overall rollover. But dollar being at 111, let's just get this fib out the way for a second. Dollar being at 111 is a crucial buying opportunity. If you remain a dollar bull, which I too remain a dollar bull, it's where I remain a dollar bull from. The beauty about the fundamentals and understanding the macros is realizing that if there is intervention, you want to understand positioning. I've made a YouTube video on positioning, so go check it out. Right, I'll try and put it over here. I need to figure this whole linking thing out, but I'll try to figure it out for this video. Positioning is simply understanding flows. If you have majority of the market flows into euro, pound, right, you're going to have outflows into dollar. If we understand that there is some dovish comments and negativity around those currencies, you're going to have upflows into dollar, outflows into there. So you want to really understand positioning on that move. Looking at dollar overall, 111 remains the key sort of area of interest for me. Now, understanding as well that the yen pairs had that sell-off. This was a dollar move. Today was simply a dollar move, not a pound move. Aussie as well, beautiful little lift, right? Along with everything else today, beautiful little lift. Looking at the Chinese yuan, just to reference this quickly, we did obviously come into 7.35 on dollar CNH, dollar renminbi, if you want to call it that. And there was that slight whisper that we were going to have some intervention. We did have a correction of year on the 29th of September. We had some intervention from the PBOC over there, buying the renminbi to assist the depreciation of that currency. The same thing is happening over here on the highs. Along with that, to like put a cherry on the cake, we do have global yields cooling off slightly off the high. Nothing has changed in terms of the narrative. So just keep that in mind. For myself, beautiful trade on Dollar Cad, beautiful trade on cable to the upside. I am now out of both of those positions. I am then waiting now for some sort of reaction in dollar. The same sort of reversal that we've had in the past. I want to wait for an equal reaction over here around the 110.50 area to then jump on the back of this move to the upside. So definitely something to look out for. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Just a brief sort of introduction to what happened today with the dollar. And do I remain a dollar bull? Yes, I do. I do like where it is right now. I do like the 111 handle. So do stay tuned for more updates on this channel. Do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.